Hello friends, this is the Ecosystem Applied Ecology Part 5. In this part, we are going to describe Y-shaped energy flow model. Describe Y-shaped energy flow model. Y-shaped energy flow model who eats what in nature's food chain. Food chain. This simple process explains a lot about the beauty of natural processes. It is so complex yet so efficient. There are two types of food chain. The two types differ from where the food chain begins. One starts with plants while the other starts with dead things. Both are rich in nutrients for ecosystems. Grazing food chain. This food chain starts with plants. Herbivores, primary consumers, eat plants and get energy. From herbivores, other carnivores and omnivores get energy. The starting point of this food chain is always green plants. Therefore, this food chain is directly dependent on sunlight and the organic matter fixed by it. Detritus food chains. The detritus food chain starts with anything that is dead in an ecosystem, a fallen leaf, a dead herbivore, or a dead carnivore. The remains of dead organisms contain organic matter and are delicious food for many species. Generally, it is the microorganisms that are the primary consumers of this food chain. They eat dead organic matter and decompose it into inorganic molecules. These microbes or others bigger primary consumers of the detritus food chain such as ants, flies, etc. have their own specialized predators. The detritus food chain doesn't begin with sunlight being actively fixed in organic matter. It can start from any dead matter in the ecosystem. Flow of energy in a food chain, either grazing or detritus, is called a single chain model. Y-shaped energy flow models in ecosystems. In nature, the grazing food chain and detritus food chain are often intertwined. For example, when a herbivorous animal dies of natural causes, it cannot be eaten by a predator. Instead, it enters the detritus food chain. The Y-shaped model describes how the grazing food chain and detritus food chain interconnected. The Y-shaped model was originally proposed by H.T. Odum 1956, but his brother E.P. Odum in 1983 gave a generalized model of this relationship and called it the universal model of energy flow. Consider this example. In this diagram, the upper food chain of the plant, deer, lion is a part of the grazing food chain. The lower food chain of the plant, termite, aardvark is in addition to the detritus food chain. The apex predator, however, in this instance eats the lion, deer and aardvark. Plus, when deer and lions die, termites eat them. It shows the interrelationship of two food chains. Theoretically, this interrelationship of food chains looks like this. Herbivores can be eaten by predators of decomposers. The predator can then be eaten by the apex predator. Similarly, another part of this link is the fact that when herbivores and apex predator die, they are decomposed by decomposers. The decomposed matter is reused by plants as nutrients. Hardly anything goes to waste. In some ecosystems, decomposers are also eaten by apex predators. For example, mosquito larvae in ponds are eaten by the larger fish that live there. The model is called a Y-shaped model because from the side it looks like the letter Y. This flow of energy is yet another example of how beautifully built our ecosystems are. It also underscores how changes in even one part of the chain can resonate right through the ecosystem.